Hi everyone, I'm Shelly from There's No Place Like Home at redheadmom8.wordpress.com. I hadn't actually planned on making a video tonight, but I had to cancel tonight's live stream because my two oldest kids are coming over for us to watch a movie, and I don't really get to see them very often, so I had to postpone the live stream until next week. But I really did want to come out with some content for you because I really enjoy it, and I just like helping you. I like encouraging you. So today I thought that I would just make a really quick video on some observations that I've made about the public schools version of the well-rounded student. And you know, this whole idea of the well-rounded student comes up so often when it comes to school. And usually when you hear that term, it is an answer for a parent or a student or even someone from the outside asking, why do kids have to take so many different subjects? Why do they have to learn so many different things and only small amounts of each thing? And very, very often the answer is, well, it creates for well-rounded students. And I actually did see this in my own experience last year with my oldest son who was working on his associate's degree. He was taking an online speech class. And for that speech class, he actually had to present it to a group of people, and I was usually in that audience. Actually, not usually, I was in that audience every time. And one of his speeches was a persuasive speech about why college students shouldn't have to take these core classes that have nothing to do with their major. And, you know, he had a very good argument. If you look at our college system today, it's not really about education anymore, at least not for the most part. It is a business. And you can see that very, very clearly when it comes to these core classes, because not only are students required to spend their time doing these core classes that are taking precious time away from classes that they will actually need for their major, but these students are also required to pay for these core classes. So they're being forced to take classes that they don't need, and they're being forced to pay for them. If you ask me, that's about business, not about education. And so that was his argument for this speech. Well, since his speech class is considered a core class, his speech teacher, she didn't like that very well. And so she actually responded to his speech by saying that the reason that these core classes are required is because it makes for well-rounded students. And when he told me about her response, I remember thinking to myself, that is ridiculous. Well-roundedness does not come from reading snippets of boring textual information that you're never going to remember. Well-roundedness does not come from PowerPoint presentations. Well-roundedness does not come from completing term papers or worksheets that teachers or professors or other authority figures have told you that you must do. Well-roundedness actually happens from experience, actually experiencing things in the real world, getting involved with that community, meeting new people, learning about different life experiences. That is well-roundedness. Well-roundedness is out in the real world. It is not in that box that is called a school. And you know, I've even seen this whole idea come up in the homeschooling community from time to time, where parents have decided that we're going to send our kids to high school instead of homeschooling them because we want our kids to be well-rounded. And honestly, that makes no sense to me. And I know it's because everyone has this mentality that we've all had ground into us since we were in school ourselves. But look at this critically. Think critically about this. How is sitting in a classroom, reading from a textbook, completing multiple choice questions, making students well-rounded, when they could be out there, outside of that box, experiencing the real world, gaining real life experience, and seeing what actually goes on and not just reading about it? So I just really, really wanted to talk about this aspect of well-roundedness today because I have heard it so many times that, oh, well, homeschool students just aren't as well-rounded as public school students. And I honestly don't even know what argument they could come up with for that. Because, again, the classroom experience doesn't make you well-rounded. It just makes you well-schooled. Anyway, that's all that I have for you today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet and would like to hear more of what I have to say, I would love if you would do that. And if you have any questions or comments, you can leave one down below. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Sometimes it takes a while, but I will answer you if you have a question. And if you like my work and would like to check out my Patreon page, I would encourage you to go there. I have the link down below in the description box as well. And I actually today just uploaded an exclusive video for some of my patrons, and it is actually about the hidden curriculum of public education. So if you're interested in that, you might want to go to my Patreon and check that out. Anyway, I hope you have a great day.